episode number 54 of the Modern Spiritual Life Coaching Podcast, Radio Signals, that was recorded from 500 light years away by scientists. We'll learn more about this in this episode, plus energy implants. What are they doing in us? What are the uses for them, and how to remove them? We'll tell you more about this coming up in this episode, which you surely don't want to miss.
This is the universe speaking to you. You are now tuned into the Modern Spiritual Life Coaching Podcast by the certified master life coach and spiritual guide, Coach Chip. Welcome, souls. We now begin this episode of a transformational journey. Unedited, unscripted, and creating something from nothingness. Now, let there be light on Modern Spiritual Life Coaching.
Welcome to the Modern Spiritual Life Coaching Podcast with Alchemy Coach Chip. I hope you all enjoyed the World Sound Healing Day on the last episode. It was great to have a long meditation and put a lot of love and healing back into Mother Earth, Gaia, from one another to ourselves. Before we hit this first news story of truth that's becoming of truth, I want to bring in enlightenment to some of the new listeners here, trying to understand what the Modern Spiritual Life Coaching Podcast. This is Coach Chip. I hope you enjoyed the sample episode of the Modern Spiritual Life Coaching Podcast. I encourage you to listen to the full episode and many others at chipspodcast.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast feed as well as Chip's Podcast newsletter. Don't forget to subscribe to our social media networks and this channel.